Welcome back, sports gamers. It's the Natural, and Madden 18, we're treated to a whole bunch of new equipment added to the game, giving us a variety of helmets, sleeves, and cleats. But for the equipment heads out there, it was obvious some stuff was still missing. Since Madden prides itself on being a simulation of what you see on Sundays, they took a look at what equipment they still need to add in Madden 19. Before I get started, I want to give a big shout out to Helmet Stalker helping me put this video together. If you are an NFL fan, they are a must follow. Pause the video right now, click on the link in the description below and give them a follow on Twitter at Helmet Stalker, and come right back. Thanks. So I covered a ton of equipment that wasn't in Madden 18 in my previous video. If you didn't get a chance to see that, please go check it out. For this video, I wanted to point out even more things that I didn't cover in that one. So let's get started with the helmets, more specifically the face masks. The new SO22 3LP mask on the Vices 01 helmets that we have seen worn by stars such as Russell Wilson, Richard Sherman, and Jadeveon Clowney need to be added to next year's game. There's also the Vengeance 710 line of masks, which have been updated with the titanium mask and have a really cool, very unique look to it. As my favorites, the Prime, Predator, Prowl, and Pursuit Zenith masks I've seen worn by the likes of Tahir Whitehead, Brandon Bolden, and Super Bowl champ Fletcher Cox. It's another distinct looking design, as I love how Fletcher Cox curves inward, so Madden definitely needs to add these. Also missing are the new Riddle masks that are worn by Kirk Cousins, Stafford, Luck, and Carson Wentz. Really get those face masks, just I like how they look. They give the player more individuality. That's really what they need to add in Madden, more individuality, and not just in their special moves or anything like that, but also their equipment. It really makes them stand apart from each other. Now, on a quick tangent, but one I'm still upset about to this day is the fact we're unable to have colored visors due to the NFL banning them. We all remember Ricky Williams visors that looked like a mirror or Sean Taylor's. This one's a long shot, but I really had to put that out there. I wish we need to make a ruckus. Let the NFL, let them. You can't have it in the NFL, but at least let us have that in Madden, please. And the visor branding from Under Armour, Nike, Oakley, and Shock are all missing from the game. I mean, they got the logos on the jerseys. Why not the visors? And the visor tabs are missing as well, where players will frequently use their team logo. Also, the nose and eye black needs to step up their game by having the eye and nose tape finally connect. If you want to get that look, that Ray Lewis look, we should have the option to do so. So moving on to the torso, how about some baggy arm sleeves? Not everybody wears the tight compression fit shirts. A lot of quarterbacks opt for the baggy look, and also having the shorter baggy sleeves, like how Phillip Rivers and Tom Brady have it, because the current ones look like players are wearing sleeves 3 sizes too big. Now, currently speaking of quarterbacks, there needs to be a back plate flat jacket combo in the game, commonly worn by Case Keenum and Cam Newton. Now, once it gets cold outside, how nice would it be to see players wearing turtlenecks, or like James Jones out in the full hoodie? Okay, maybe the hood is taking it too far, because I think that's banned as well, but there definitely needs to be a turtleneck in the game for guys who aren't crazy enough to go sleeveless. Also, adding the elbow level QB plays occasionally seen on quarterbacks like Michael Vick. Or it really be cool if we had the functionality to just move equipment the way we want it. Like, don't even limit it to certain sections. If I want to, I can slide my QB coach thing up and down the arm any way I want to do it. Instead of having it all broken up the way it is now, let us just control it. Let's click, have a little mice icon there, a little hand where we can just move the equipment and put it where we want to put it. And that would be pretty cool to have that in the game. That functionality really let us set our players apart and make them look different. So for the forearm bands, they need to have the ones like Tony Romo and Antonio Brown would wear. In addition to that, it would be awesome to get the 2018 line of gloves from Under Armour, Nike, Cutters, and Adidas. And a more specific play request, how about Alvin Kamara's turf tape that goes all the way up his arm? Kamara even lobbied to Madden to put it in the game, so I would say there's a good chance we might see this one real soon. Also, captain patches, which are currently in the game, would be nice to be able to add them manually to players as well, or they update on their own. But they have them in the game right now, but we can't add them to what players we want to add them to. For the franchise mode peeps, the practice jerseys could get an update. What do you think? Baggier uniforms when you're practicing so it shows off more of a difference between real game and the lower intensity of practice during the week, and training camp style cutscenes would be nice. Also to make Davis style padded shooter sleeves, because as I'm thinking now, I'm certain you only have the regular shooter sleeves in the game. And more of a difference between the elbow braces. Players often use bulky ones that are more cage-like than a full pad, like JJ Watt versus Rob Gronkowski's. They're a little bit different. And one major thing that I know people ask about all the time, I would love to finally players to get tattoos in the game. NBA 2K and Live have everybody's tattoos. Remember back in Madden 2005, in 2004 actually, there was a tattoo option in the roster editor. I remember trying to recreate Jeremy Shockey Eagles tattoo with the limited option they gave it, but it didn't look that great. But those were good times. Bring that back. If we can't have it in, we should be able to at least add our own tattoos that aren't specific to that player and try to make it like the real one. I mean, I get why the NBA has everyone's, NFL doesn't. The size of the NBA roster is like not even 1/3 the size of NFL teams, so it's a lot of players to scan. Also, for the NFL players, they have to get permission from the actual artists. But when you only have 2 players in the whole game with tattoos, it's like they're teasing us with it. I would even use Ray Maluga just for his tattoos if that would have happened. So let's move on to the legs. Now for the leg area, an adjustment to the pants would be nice, like have the ability for them to go above the knee for the skill position players. Odell Beckham Jr. rocks this look a lot. And building off that last point, the knee-high socks. And why aren't there knee-high braces in the game? In NCAA 14, you could put them on your offensive line, so why wasn't that ported over? Why don't we have that in Madden? Would also love to see players able to wear shin guards underneath their socks like Adrian Peterson or Cam Newton. And lastly, for feet, we need updated spats rather than the mid-calf tape or the foot spats that's in there now. And soccer cleats for the kickers, as no true kicker cleats have existed in any modern Madden game. Alright, so here are a few things that I know you guys will ask about in the comments, but are left out at the request of the NFL due to rule restrictions. For example, people ask all the time, why don't they knock the helmets off anymore? Why aren't there head injuries, concussions, or even blood in Madden? Because the NFL has final approval on pretty much everything in the game. So if they don't agree to it, you will not see it in the game. Just to let you guys know why these things will not be in Madden 19 most likely. Colored visors. I want colored visors in the game. They're so cool. They make players stand out. NFL does not allow them in the NFL actual games. They can wear them in practice, but not actual games. So that'd be another cool thing we can have, where in the practice mode we can have color visors maybe, but not inside the game like the real thing. But that's why they're not in the game. Color visors, crop tops, untucked jerseys, another thing not allowed in NFL. We see players do it in practice. Zeke is famous for it, but you cannot do that with NFL, so you do not have that in the game as well. Custom colored gear like cleats and gloves. I've seen that a little bit. They've kind of got relaxed on that, where they're letting some players have some custom cleats in game like that a little bit. Definitely in the warm-ups, a lot of times they wear them. That'd be cool if we can have that functionality, but that's why they're not in. The big grill or overbuilt face mask, the really cool custom big face mask that they have, that's not allowed either. Another thing I would love, they can put that in the game as well, but I will probably not see it because of NFL restrictions. The exposed back plates, exposed legs, as well as face mask tape, things that are not in because of the NFL restrictions. So that's the list for this video. There were other things that I covered in the previous video. Go back, I will put that down below or in the video, so you guys can go back and watch that video as well, because it's a ton of stuff. So between these two videos, both of them, EA has both of them, so they know the list, they know the things. Hopefully this is a big help get these things into the game. So that is it, sports gamers. What new equipment will you be looking for in Madden 19? Let me know in the comments below, and stay tuned here for more Madden 19 wish list coming this week. So make sure to subscribe to the channel, and if you like our content, drop a like, and of course you love it, subscribe and hit that bell icon at the bottom so you don't miss it. This is the naturalsportsgamersonline.com. I'm out.
I was in the lab, you were on my mind, but all I really do is just go.